you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. Happy Tuesday. It's beautiful here too, Preschool Granny. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's been super nice here today. A little bit of a stressful day, a little bit of a wait, and like up until the very last minute, stressful and busy. But hey, I'm here. You guys are here. Thank you for being here. Hey, Kelly Renee. Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. Hey, Tony. Hey, Peekaboo. Hey, Hippie Chick. Hey, Patty. Hey, Harley Quinn, Riley. Hey, you guys, Pointer Lover, Nicole. Hey, Jennifer. Good to see you. It's been a minute. Anybody that I missed? Queen Olive, Bogart, Girls Nana. Hey, Sarah Bellum, Nicole Renee, Sharp, Patty Sturgis. I have a lot of things I want to talk about today. Hey, Amber. So I had posted a video a little bit ago. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was just a quick video regarding Megan Boswell. So I want to talk about her. I want to talk about just very briefly Sebastian Rogers, Summer Wells, Maddie Soto, and then I want to get into some other things, some other cases, some things that I haven't really seen anywhere that I thought were interesting for us to look at. Hey, David. So, today is the 1-year anniversary of the last time that Sebastian Rogers was seen alive and Maddie Soto. Her 14th birthday was just a couple of days ago, Maddie's. And I don't know, I just have a really heavy feeling, a lot of sadness surrounding this, and Sebastian too, because the case is complete chaos. I mean, not the case, I'm sorry. The coverage of the case is complete chaos. We're not going to watch this, but I will share the link with you guys. Hold on. And it just reminds me so much of Summer Wells. And so Nick Barris, he did an update. A lot of people are reviewing it. We're not going to do that. But he talks about in here, there are no suspects. This is not a criminal investigation. There are no updates. This is an update to basically say there are no updates. And he's a local reporter who has been in contact with, of course, police working the investigation and stuff. And it's just sad. It's really sad. It makes me think of Summer, I don't know. It's unfortunate. Nobody talks about Summer's case anymore. I never see that. Never see her flyer shared. Occasionally, you might see something. I saw like Hunter's dad live about something the other day regarding it, but when will that happen in Sebastian's case? I don't know. But I can tell you what, I'm really sick of seeing all of the parents be harassed and attacked. I am. And I'm not going to comment on the injunction. That is what civil court is for. I think a lot of the things in it are absolute bullshit. I also think it involves a victim's parent. And, that's what civil court is for. If somebody is abusing the court system, the judge will take care of it. It's not going to be figured out here on YouTube. I don't know shit about the court system, but over the years, I've learned more than when I started. And I just see a lot of talk regarding all of it from, people who don't really know. Every court is different. Every judge is different. I don't know what's going to happen. And frankly, besides the father, I think all sides are pretty much, they do the same stuff. And like I said, that's up to the judge to take care of all of it. And that's really all I have to say. I think it's really sad that there is so much focus on all the drama, on bashing the parents, on all that stuff, and these kids get lost. And that's just the truth. They do. And I don't think people are scared to talk about the case. I just think we don't even know if there is a case. It's a missing persons case. Apparently, according to Nick, it's not a criminal investigation. I'm pretty disgusted by 99.5% of the stuff that I see. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. It's a 1-year anniversary. No new updates. No news. Very much like Summer. It's heartbreaking, man. It's like, I don't know. I hope and pray that both Summer and Sebastian are found. I hope they're alive. It's been a long time. I don't know. But I do know that I'm going to share this link for this live that he did, the updates. If anybody's interested, you can go over and watch it. It's like, people make so much out of all this stuff on YouTube, and you learn if you actually follow cases through, like Quentin, for instance, when all the people were down there, Quentin Simon, missing toddler out of Georgia. If you follow the case through and watch the trial and pay attention to what happens, you will see that a lot of the stuff that was out on social media was all bullshit anyways. I always talk about this with Letitia's trial. Social media had literally made Al Stalk a suspect. They said he was involved. There were neighbors that came forward. Hey, Justin, there were neighbors that came forward saying they saw him with a gun, things like that. And it was all bullshit. Really, all it does is keep people going to keep people talking about it and keep the lives going and the conversations going, which is fine. But I'm just saying, oftentimes, most of the stuff that's out there isn't true anyways. And I don't know. It's just sad and disappointing, man. It is. Let me see what you guys have to say. And then we're going to get on into some other stuff. Megan is what we're going to start with just quickly because I made a video, and then we'll get into the other stuff. It is all drama. Yeah. The victims are lost in the noise. Yep. Let the courts take care of it. All of it. Even the civil stuff. If someone is lying, if someone is, the judge will take care of it. And a lot of the things that seem like a big deal here on YouTube, like for instance, on that injunction, there was a lawyer added that was an attorney for one of the plaintiffs, but not for all of them. And I don't think he's involved at all. So on YouTube, it blew up to be this big deal, but in the courtroom, and I knew this at the time, I talked to my friends about it. It's not going to amount to anything. I mean, he is the attorney for one of the plaintiffs. So, I just didn't see it amounting to much. It's just, I don't know. It's just really disappointing. That's all. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Kimmy. I would like to have seen Maddie's funeral service because I never saw her mama crying. Well, you know what? We're going to see her testify pretty damn soon because Stefan's first trial is coming up in just a couple months, and I do believe she's going to testify. It is frustrating, Patty. Poor Sebastian, where are you? God, I know. And after it's been so long, think about it. With him, a year, that's a long-ass time. Be really hard for him to find his way on his own for a year without somebody helping. Think about Summer, though. We're about to be at 4 years. And they say kids don't vanish, but damn it, they seem to vanish into thin air. I don't know, man. Yesterday was a wonderful day. Well, let's talk about Megan Boswell because I made a video. Hey, Mo, but I have the articles up. I can't believe it either, Teacup. It's so sad to think about. Oh, you're so welcome, Mo. I have the articles up that I made the video about. So let's switch over to this. Well, it looks like Megan is going to be in the Deborah K. Johnson Rehabilitation Center. So the name of it's kind of interesting. That caught my eye, but it doesn't mean too much. Yes, they have a lot of programs for helping inmates integrate into society, things like that. But they also have a death row inmate. The state's only one female death row inmate. So, don't let the name fool you. Megan was found guilty of murdering her daughter Evelyn and trying to cover up her death. The case gained statewide and national attention. In February 2020, she's sentenced to life in prison. According to the Department of Corrections in Tennessee, the offender search, Boswell will serve her sentence at the Deborah K. Johnson Rehabilitation Center in Nashville. Again, like I said, this facility houses the only female death row inmate. She goes back to court May 22nd. We'll find out about the other charges. And if you look at, for some reason, the article doesn't show it, but the thumbnail does, her new mugshot. Then this was really interesting. Before we get into some of the more unknown stuff, a juror spoke out and spoke to the news. Now, I thought this was kind of crazy. I can't wait to see what you guys have to say about this. Hey, MK. I don't know, Patricia. I bet you we could find out, though. Let's see. Who is the woman on death row in Tennessee? Krista Pike. The only woman on death row in Tennessee was recently featured on ID's Mean Girl Murders, the TV series. She, 48 years old, was convicted for the 1995 killing of Colleen Slimmer at the Job Corps campus in Knoxville. She is awaiting execution. So back to our juror, though. Now, I'm going to be in the comments on this one because some parts of this really stood out to me. So they did say for the murder charges, they very quickly came to a unanimous decision. The majority of their discussions focused on her other charges. The juror said if the defense had not thrown so many options out there, so many theories, that they would have been more likely to convict. And we talked about this. Remember, I think, Natasha, you said it's like throwing stuff at the wall, shit at the wall to make it stick. And that's exactly what the jury took from it, too. They said the foil and crime scene photos posed the greatest challenge for him, this juror. Now, he said every day they would go to court, eat dinner, go back to the hotel. Then they could talk to their family, but police had to supervise that, which is kind of crazy. So I had no idea. I knew that, like I said, I knew they would watch them closely, but I just had absolutely no idea they would be watching that closely. So they're listening in to you talk to your family to make sure you're not talking about court. You're not hearing about the headlines, things like that. Hey, Punksy. Krista Pike was found with a portion of her victim's skull in her pocket as a trophy. Wow. Hey, Kit. Okay, so he said they watched the Super Bowl together. This gave them like a bit of, it was a heavy trial, so it gave them a little bit of a break together. He felt good about the decision, but this is interesting. So during sentencing, the jury initially split 6-6. But they eventually reached this common goal, this common idea that consensus that they wanted her to make her life meaningful, and give her the possibility of parole. And that really pissed me off, I'll be honest. Even editing my video, like listening to say, it's like, really? Like, I'm sure Evelyn would have loved to live a meaningful life. And I get it. Megan was only 18 years old. And I think that would be really hard to convict somebody to life in prison. But damn it, when they put their 1-year-old baby upside down in a trash can, wrapped in foil and blankets, and then lie to throw 15 other people under the bus, maybe they deserve it, What do you guys think about that? Let's see. That's crazy. You aren't sequestered on a panel. You can do whatever you want. You aren't supposed to, but yeah. Mods, you guys are the best. We have the most welcoming chat around, and that's a fact. I agree. I totally agree. It is an awesome place. Dandelion, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I think she deserves it and doesn't deserve parole. I do too. And, the state said we will be there to fight against her being released, but I'm with you. Severe actions, severe consequences. Megan should never be released. Listen, and I want to talk about this. We're going to do a part 2, comparing these moms and stuff. But I want to compare how they were raised or what we know of their family life and what they experienced as children. Hey, Boho Hobo. She had her chance. She took that innocent child's chance to live a meaningful life. Yeah, she did. But we know that I think she was, I hate to say it, but like bred to lie. She was taught to do this stuff. And we'll talk more in depth about that. But so when she's in prison around a bunch of criminals who are probably just going to help her sharpen her skills, then we let her back out into society. It's a waste of money to feed, insurance, and clothe them. Go to detention. My night just got better after seeing you were live, Allie. Happy to be here with you and the lovely mods and chat. Happy Tuesday, all. P.S. Hit that like button. Okay. Hey, Leslie. Thank you, by the way, Lavender Sky. I'm glad that you're here. So, I don't know. That's interesting. I put the links in my video. But now I want to get into some stories that you might not have seen. I don't know. You can let me know. Texas teen shoots mom and sister for laughing at him after bad reaction to THC edibles. This caught my attention real quick. You guys know listen, if you can find healing with natural products, if I take one pretty much every night. I didn't take one last night. I was so damn tired, but 99.9% of the time I take an edible to sleep. People take them for pain. They have helped me tremendously when I've been sick with nausea. So I truly do believe in marijuana. I do. Hemp and marijuana. I think that it can be life-changing for people. I've seen it be life-changing for people in severe pain. Older people, my grandfather, he had several back surgeries and different stuff. And in his last year or two of life, he started smoking and it helped him. He felt so much better. It was crazy to see just how cheerful and just how good he felt. So anyways, with all that being said, I got to say that before we get into this. Let's read this together. A 15-year-old Texas boy has been arrested after he shot his mother and sister multiple times and blamed it on, quote, a bunch of edibles, unquote, he ate. The mother and the boy's 17-year-old sister were in very critical condition after the shooting, Houston Police Lieutenant J.P. Horlicka said, according to KHOU. Police said the boy called 911 and said he was either going to kill someone or himself. When the dispatcher called back to the home, the mom answered and said there was nothing going on and she didn't know anything about what the boy said. Officers arrived at the home after 11 p.m. on Saturday night, and firefighters arrived first, and the boy pointed a gun at them, said he just killed someone, and then tossed the gun down and ran off. Police chased him down and took him into custody, and they found the two victims inside the home. A 16-year-old sister was not shot. They found out that the 15-year-old suspect had just eaten a bunch of edibles and I guess had a bad reaction to them, at which point he ended up using that gun and shooting his mother multiple times in the back and shooting one of his sisters multiple times, said the police lieutenant. Now, according to KTRK, police said the boy, one of his sisters, and an adult ate the edibles, although they did not say who gave them that information. The suspect reacted badly and called for an ambulance, while the others tried to calm him down. They also began to laugh at him, which prompted him to get the gun. Police said the boy was taken to a hospital for observation and will face charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and aggravated assault of a family member. The identities of the suspect and the victims have not been released, and I think that's probably a good thing. But wow, no, not the gummies. Hey, Aries. Oh, Boo Sheet, I hope you feel better. Danny, the gummies did it. Danny says, I've had really bad reactions from marijuana where my friends were laughing at me and it brought me into a psychosis type state, but never felt like murdering them. So I haven't had a bad reaction, but I have had like extreme paranoia. If you don't have a tolerance, that's common. to get really paranoid. And it's better if you are taking them for like medicinal purposes. You can usually find a blend with CBD. If you didn't know, CBD will make a high way less intense. So if you ever take too much THC, CBD will almost neutralize it, for lack of a better word. Let's see this little video here.
A 15-year-old is in custody accused of shooting both his mother and sister multiple times. This in North Houston. Police say the suspect called 911 before the shooting, threatening to kill himself or someone else. Officers found the boy's mother and 17-year-old sister shot multiple times. They were both rushed to a hospital. At last check, they're in stable condition.
They found out that the 15-year-old suspect had just eaten a bunch of edibles.
So there's the police lieutenant we just heard quoted in the article. And Justin, it is interesting. A lot of people don't know that, but it's something really good to know, you know? Hey, Roro.
And I guess had a bad reaction to him.
The boy's 16-year-old sister was also home at the time of the shooting, but was not hurt. We're told the teen could face charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and aggravated assault of a family member.
Okay, now that's enough on that one. So now, we're going to come over here, but let me just fix my tabs really quickly. Okay. Hey, Sprinkled Donut. Hey, Chief. What it do? Oh, thank you, Pika. She is like 10 times more potent than it was when I was a teenager. Plus, edibles turn THC into a different type of substance. I don't think THC is the worst thing, but I do think there are problems. Sarah, you're allergic. Wow. It is more potent, Riley, but it's also safer now, especially in legal states where you can go to a dispensary and have like the exact percentages of how much is in it. And like I said, if there are so many other cannabinoids, there are tons of cannabinoids that all do their own thing. And many of them, some of them are like THC and psychoactive, some are not. But we focus, and you hear about just a couple of them, when really many of them have benefits, and some of them we don't even know like how beneficial they are. Marijuana chemistry and skincare and makeup chemistry are like two huge interests to me. I love to research that stuff. So, hey, Okie, thank you for being a member for 10 months. Okay. Oh, wow. I baked this stuff called 9-pound hammer, and I felt like I got hit upside the head with a 9-pound hammer. All right, so let's talk about this. A Michigan mother who is charged with killing her son last week allegedly told authorities his death was part of a suicide pact she had with him. Katie, 39, killed Austin on Friday, a day before his 18th birthday. She claimed she tried to get her son to stop breathing before she used a knife to slit his throat and arm. She advised her son, asked her to help him stop breathing because he did not want to turn 18. She allegedly told a dispatcher she tried to stop her son from breathing before using a knife to cut him when he lost consciousness. She also explained how they both tried to overdose on medications at 1 p.m. Thursday, 5 hours before she cut him. Let's watch this.
Sleep apnea leaves you feeling exhausted and takes...
Come on now.
But with...
Okay. Oh, this is her arraignment. Here, we'll take a look at that in a second. Let me finish this. So they both tried to overdose on medications at 1 p.m. on Thursday, 5 hours before she cut him. Lee reportedly called 911 at around 4 a.m. on Friday. Responding police found Picard, It's hard for me to pronounce that name, so I apologize if I got it wrong, lying in a bed with blood surrounding his head. According to the news, Lee threatened two officers. Lee threatened two officers with a kitchen knife. Though officers tased Lee, causing her to drop the knife, she eventually retrieved it, leading them to tase her a second time. She told police she wanted them to kill her so she could be with her son. Picart was pronounced dead at the scene. Forensic pathologists concluded he died of a laceration to his neck, and she is charged with open murder in addition to resisting and obstructing an officer. She remains jailed without bond. See, this is what I mean. I've never heard that before. Open murder. Let me just do it. Let's watch a second of this, and let me do a search. So Google says, and again, this was in Michigan, but Google says open murder is a legal term used when an offender is charged with the highest degree of murder, as well as each lesser type of murder, allowing prosecutors to keep their options open. Wow. That's freaking interesting, because we have seen so many cases where they charge first and second degree, and that's the same kind of thing, to keep the options open in case they can't prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt for the first degree. Like this says, the degree of murder is not determined, and the jury may choose the most appropriate option. I have never heard that. Very interesting. Okay. Open murder, leaving the options open, and the jury determines.
Good afternoon. Are you Katie Austin Lee?
Yes.
Can you hear me all right, Ms. Lee?
Yes.
All right, I'm Judge Canal, and I'm writing you from the District Court in Holland. This is file 2516105FY. It is a 2-count complaint. It alleges that on or about February 21, 2025, in the city of Holland, count 1, that you did murder a minor child identified as AP.
Oh, that is
statute.
How absolutely sad. How sad. Whether that's the truth about this, I mean, don't want to be 18. I don't care. You're the mama. I don't even have words. I don't know. It's awful.
This is
Now,
a murder homicide complaint, carries a penalty of life imprisonment. Count 2 alleges that on the same date, time, and location that you did assault, batter, wound, resist, obstruct, oppose, or endanger Augustin Calderon, a police officer.
Okay, so I'm going to actually share this in the chat. I want to keep going. The next one, buckle up, okay, because this is damn disgusting. But I remember seeing this happening in my hometown in West Virginia. So, and we'll talk about it in a second. There's the link if anybody wants to watch. Okay. So, woman filmed herself tainting grocery food with urine for years. A New Hampshire woman was arrested Friday for urinating on food at a store and posting the footage online. The local news, that I'm familiar with that one because of Harmony, WMUR, reported that Kelly Tedford filmed herself contaminating food and surfaces with urine. Let's go look at this local news article, actually, before we even continue. And there she is. Now, I'm serious. I saw this in West Virginia. This was happening, and the person was posting it all over online, right? And it wasn't just urine, okay? It got worse. Like, I'm talking about putting, entire carrots inside her body and then putting them back on the shelf. I cannot believe that people do this, but they do. It's actually, wash your fruits and vegetables. Get a vegetable wash and wash them good. Ugh. So she contaminated the food, posted the videos online, and she's been charged with felony criminal mischief. She should be blasted everywhere. Shame this bitch. I'm sorry. Keene police said that she posted videos online showing her contaminating food and surfaces with her urine at the Monadnock Food Co-op in Keene. The incident happened February 10th. Keene police said they found similar videos posted online where that shows her contaminating stuff with her urine in surrounding communities dating back to 2021. Because of this investigation, the co-op did a recall of several organic foods, including quinoa, cornmeal, polenta, coconut shreds, and raw walnuts. The affected items were immediately removed from shelves. Yeah, I'm sorry, but by the time police see the videos online, nah. Here, let's watch this video from the local news. I don't know. It's short. I don't think, no. The store did reach out to people who purchased at-risk products. The store lost $1,500, and she was released on personal recognizance, meaning that she didn't even have to pay a bail. She just said, I'll be here for my court date. I cannot believe. All right.
Listen to people in D.C. who have no idea.
Those conflicting directions are also causing concern for workers at the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard. Union leaders say, despite an email from their job.
For the federal government, we work for the DOD. So,
never mind. I thought they were going to show, I thought that for some reason, I don't know why I was thinking that was a worker or something. I just saw it was a short video, but yeah, damn disgusting. And I'm telling you, by the time police saw it, the videos are posted online. A lot of that stuff is in people's homes already. Well, I'm never eating vegetables again. That is it. Well, junk food it is, I guess. Darn, I really hate to have to do that. Oh my God. Absolutely disgusting. What thrill does this give someone? It does do something for them, I get, it has to, but and then posting them online, which I think part of it is, and if I'm not mistaken, the one from West Virginia was posting it to Pornhub. No, it was on Pornhub. And do they make videos for views? Because if you see somebody doing this, I bet you they get a lot of views. People are shocked, disgusted. What the hell? You usually expect high quality, safe food at co-ops. Yeah. And this is why I have a potato vegetable scrub brush. There you go, J Rose. Absolutely disgusting, you guys. Hey, Lil Red. I'm glad I'm allergic to most vegetables and fruits. It's a voyeurism thing. Well, I think some of it is just money. Look, they're going to get a ton of views. I don't know what 1 million views would pay somebody, but I swear on those porn sites, I guarantee you they get views like that. To get off on it. I guess, yeah. Or I think part of it was that's probably the only place you can post videos of yourself shoving carrots up in you and cucumbers and things like that. But I don't know. Hey, Lynn. Good to see you. Okay. Now we're moving on. Let me find my next one. There was a couple missing people I wanted to also talk about, but before we get there, well, it won't let me show you the girl's little picture, so let me show you like this. Oh my gosh. So this is Gynadia. I think I'm saying that correctly. Here in the corner. For some reason, when you read the article, it won't show you the picture. So a Milwaukee woman and her felon boyfriend have been charged in the fatal shooting of the woman's 4-year-old niece, who found the boyfriend's loaded, unsecured handgun under a pillow and shot herself with it. And let me tell you what, we have talked about this. Oh, I'm not even sharing the screen. Time and time again. This happens a lot. It's horrific, truly. 6-time convicted felon shouldn't have a gun, period, right? And she finds the weapon, somehow sets it off. 24-year-old girlfriend charged with child neglect. Just underlying themes we see all the time. And there is one more. I don't have the story, but let me try to find it because I want to show this to you guys too. Okay, here we go. Houston police captain. One of you guys had reached out to me regarding this. Somebody that you trust, right? You trust the police. Most people trust the police, right? You think your kids should be safe with them, just like your kids should be safe with teachers and coaches. But don't get me started there because that's another one we see lots of this coming from. But okay, Houston police captain facing new charges after being charged with possession of child pornography. Police captain, you guys. Now I didn't see this. This is actually separate charges on top of that. And here's a video we'll look at. So additional charges have been filed. The new charges include, oh, Jesus. Okay, so let me just stop for a second. All I knew before pulling up this article was the first charges, which was about being in possession of child pornography or child sexual abuse material is the better way, I think, to say that. Well, it looks like he's got new charges of him actually touching a child. And this is just, oh my God, this fucking pisses me off. Excuse my language, but you know what? Whatever. I don't care. I'm human. This shit is upsetting. When you see this shit time and time again, also police officers leaving their guns laying around, but to stick with this, time and time again, police chiefs, Sunday school teachers, preachers, teachers, coaches. I'm sick of it. We have to do better, and I don't know the damn answer, but I do know talking about it is all we can do. And I don't give, I'm going to do it. I'm going to talk about it every single time. Every time we do one of these true crime news, just going through like different stories that may not be breaking, but very recent in the news. We see so much of it. You have to talk about it. If not, then you're ignoring it. Okay, let me take a second. I just cannot believe this. So he's facing new charges after being arrested on Wednesday. Additional charges have been filed, including aggravated sexual assault, possession of child sexual abuse material, and sexual performance on a child. Officials say 59-year-old Darren Edwards was initially arrested on Wednesday. He was first arrested with possession of child pornography with greater than 10 depictions or videos, but less than 50. But new charges were filed against him on Thursday, including aggravated sexual assault, possession of the CSAM, and the performance on a child. Officials said the investigation is ongoing. I'm sorry, it's just like somebody who's at the top of the police force. He's a 32-year veteran. He has been relieved of duty pending the outcome of an IA investigation. According to court documents, he possessed material that visually depicted a child younger than 18. The image of the child was made engaging in sexual conduct, namely sexual intercourse and deviating sexual intercourse. Court records went into further detail, saying the victim, Jane Doe, was molested by Edwards when she was in the 6th grade at 12 years old. The essay continued until January 2025. She claims the molestation went from touching to full vaginal penetration. And I know this isn't nice to hear, but I'm not going to soften it. We're going to talk about it just exactly what it is. I'm not going to make up little better, prettier words to describe this disgustingness. I'm sorry. So it went from touching to full vaginal penetration by Edwards' penis. The defendant claims that over the past year, Edwards had sex with her about 85 to 100 times. That's every 3 fucking days, every 3 to 4 days. According to the records, Edwards added John Doe on both Snapchat and Instagram in April 2024. So it looks like it's a young man, a little boy, and would send sexually explicit messages to the victim. The report also, I lost my place in it. Also mentioned Edwards would ask the victim to send nude pictures of herself. Oh, okay. John Doe of herself. And was sometimes bribed with money. Records show that Jane Doe also found several hidden cameras inside of her bedroom that he admitted to putting there. She also became aware that there were hidden cameras in the house placed there by Edwards. Investigators issued a search warrant for Edwards' cell phone, Jane Doe's cell phone, and his house in League City. I'm just so fucking disgusted. I'm sorry. Houston police captain. Here's a local article from Fox 26 Houston. But before we get to that, let me just see him up here be taken in. Oh, this video is from Fox 26.
Once celebrated for a Houston police officer once celebrated for his service, now facing 3 counts of child sex crimes. 59-year-old Darren Edwards arrested and charged with possession of child pornography, aggravated sexual assault, and sexual performance of a child. Court documents detail very disturbing allegations of molestation. The victim told investigators it began when she was 12 years old and continued until last month. Documents also allege Edwards sent sexually explicit messages to the victim through Snapchat and Instagram.
Basically just what we read in the article.
Of child police officer once celebrated for his. Court docs also say the victim claimed.
How disgusting, you guys. Hidden cameras in her room. We trust the police. Most people trust the police. Not everybody. Especially not if you've lived a life at all using drugs. You mightn't just have experienced some dirty cops. I've seen lots of it in West Virginia. There was corruption all over in some of these small towns. Look at him doing his perp walk. He's usually the one walking people in. I'm telling you guys, you can't trust any fucking body. Nobody. Not with your children. Let me check on you guys and say thank you to Neat for gifting a membership. Thank you, Neat. Thank you, Carolina, for your super sticker. And thank you, Sin, for becoming a member. I have 2 that you became a member. I think I have some memberships to give away. We'll do in a minute. Can't trust anybody. Ain't that the truth, Captain Chip? Yeah. Pretty fucking sick. Hey, Dog Defender. That mugshot is pure defiance. Let's look at this other article. So this is the local news. This is after the additional charges. Yeah, that mugshot, man. This looks like the same exact article, pretty much, if not exact. So we're going to look at a couple other things. Let me get my Facebook pulled up or some things from Facebook I had grabbed that are important for us to talk about. I still can't get over it. It's been a year since Maddie Soto and Sebastian both. I mean, I don't know. Sad. Oh, this one. I definitely did not want to miss talking about this with you guys. Okay. Hold tight. We've got 1, 2. Another missing woman. I just don't see her. Okay. Just quickly. J.P. Miller, remember Micah Miller? The woman who took her own life, had the preacher husband. There was all the shadiness. I do know JLR covered this in depth in person down at the church. They were protesting. People did not believe, her family did not believe she took her own life. J.P. Miller had a lawsuit filed against him, accusing him of raping a 15-year-old church member in 1998 and sexually assaulting her again in 2023. The complaint also lists his father as a co-defendant. And remember, when he met Micah, she was underage. She was a member of the church. I'm not saying he did this. I don't know. You'll see people file lawsuits for sex crimes when they can't get the police to do anything. So if it's true, they will have to, submit evidence, just like any lawsuit, even if we're going back to what we talked about at the beginning. These things will be worked out in court. If you have certain claims, it's up to you to prove it. If you can't, you're going to look stupid. And I'm not talking about this. Like I said, back to the beginning. And in this one, I believe her. But I hope that there's proof. I like this format in a live of giving us different bits of current crime news. There isn't many channels who do this, so bravo. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Well, thank you for being here, because I've loved doing this for years. I have a playlist of at least maybe the last 2 years of doing it, but they never do super well. And maybe they would grow, but if I did them more regularly, but I just think people don't have a huge interest in some of the, unless it's like, social media is going crazy about it or something. It can be difficult. It's pretty sad because there are so many that are important and people need to know what's going on in the world around them. But, I don't know. I enjoy doing it because I want to know what's going on. And I like to talk to you guys, and it's just a way to talk about some of the things that aren't as prevalent on social media or whatever, and equally as important. It's all about the algorithm to Mo's. Ain't that the truth, Mo? Teacup, I have not caught up with that. Tess was giving me a little bit of a rundown. Dietz was giving me some information yesterday or the day before with the Karen Reed stuff, so I can't speak to that, but I do know there's some stuff happening. Okay, so let's go over here. As a mother of young boys, this really caught my attention. Not young boys, hell, one of my boys is 16 and he's on an overnight field trip right now. I might just lose my own damn mind waiting on him to come home. But as a mother of boys, a 15-year-old Ohio boy, look at this, 15-year-old boy charged with murder for gunning down the man who punched his mom. Let me tell you what, the bond between a little boy and his mama, now, and I'm sure with a daughter and their mom too, and I'm not saying there's not a bond there or anything, I don't know, so I can't say, but I guarantee you moms bond with all of their kids, right? But the bond between a young boy and his mama, there is something that is just so special. Thank you, B Crumbs. Thank you, Lil Red. It's just so special. I mean, I remember when, mine were little, Trenton was little, he would watch me, my oldest, rather, because y'all don't know him by name, but when my oldest was little, he would sit there and watch me get ready and put my makeup on. He would just stand there and stare for like 20 minutes straight, and he would just tell me I was so pretty, and he looked at me with like eyes full of so much love, And I can tell you one thing, nobody will mess with me. Hell, my 8-year-old carries my groceries. When I get home from the grocery store, whether he's with me, if he's not, he'll come out. But he carries my groceries and won't let me carry stuff. Like, these little boys are just, God, they're so, it's awesome. Like, just, and I can imagine if you have a bond like that with your mama and you see somebody punch him, you would be furious. But let's read this a little bit. So, 15-year-old Ohio boy reportedly fatally shot his stepfather last week, and he's been charged with murder. Levante Hyde, he's only 30 years old, died on Thursday after police found him with multiple gunshot wounds in Cincinnati. The teen, who has not been publicly identified, killed him about 30 minutes after he punched the boy's mother in the face. The Cincinnati Enquirer reported the 15-year-old was arrested and charged with murder the same day Hyde died. He had time to find a firearm, open a safe, retrieve that firearm, and waited for the victim to arrive, and ultimately ended up firing 12 shots when the victim did succumb to his injuries. According to WXIX, Hyde and the boy's mother were driving to the store when they started arguing. Hyde allegedly punched the woman in the face with a closed fist while driving. Prosecutors said Hyde is not the 15-year-old's father, though WLTT reported he fathered 2 of the boy's siblings. Prosecutors described Hyde and the mother as co-natural parents of 2 children. The 15-year-old boy is in juvenile detention, and he remains there until March 3rd. So in Ohio, I don't know how it works. I hope he is charged as a juvenile. I'm sorry, but I have sympathy for the young man. I really do. And I know that sounds awful. And I know this wasn't like a self-defense thing. There was some planning and stuff. I can't help it. And I think I'm biased because I have little boys. But I hope he's charged as a juvenile. He was trying to protect his mom or look out for his mom, or you know what I mean? What do you guys think? B. Crumbs, oh man, what a damn mess and tragedy. Mo, I'm glad he was charged as a juvenile. I hope they don't change that. You know how sometimes they will. I wonder how many times that little boy had witnessed something like that. Good question. Because if he's willing to do it like that in the car, I mean, hey there. Did you hear we were talking about the situation in Houston? My 9-year-old grandson is so protective, it's kind of scary. I don't know, Lynn. I haven't followed that one too much. Wonder if anybody else knows when the trial for justice for Maya Malete is. When he was 12, an old friend had come back in my life, and he one day grabbed a hold of me in front of my son. Within seconds, my son had him on the floor with a knife. Because it wasn't heat of the moment. He shouldn't be charged. Don't blame the kid. Some places will release at like 21 or 25. I don't know. Every state is different. My son never stopped hugging and kisses his mama when I picked him up from school. He still does it, and he's 33. I love that. I don't know, man. Tess. That's awesome, though. We've been watching Life 360 like crazy, but I have a girl and a boy, and the bond is very different, just like a dad and his daughter. That's so true, Kimmy. That is so, so true. You know, like daddy's little girl. I know, it's so sweet. You did, Riley? Yeah. I have a 16-year-old and an 8-year-old. And they are both really good to me, but my 8-year-old is more like trying to carry everything for me. My 16-year-old is like, we're trying to rush inside and get on his computer or his phone. They both will help me and stuff, but yeah. Oh my goodness, my 13-year-old and his mama. Oh, Justin, that's so sweet. So unbreakable. Totally different with my boy. That's a crime of passion if I ever heard on it. Bushi, you know what? I'm waiting for trial. I got to see the transcripts. I haven't seen them yet. But I believe Brian's the guy. I think they have the right guy. Oh, you did, Chief. Thank you. Oh, thank you. No, I'm not a baby. I'm 35, but I did have my oldest when I was a baby. If only a child would sit there for 15 minutes working up his courage. Man, you guys, my heart hurts. For real. Riley says, I'm biased for having a mom who would stay to protect a man like this. One, to protect your mom when she won't brings a different helplessness. Oh, I'm so sorry, Riley. That's a tough one. Firstborn has always been very protective of me. Queen Olive, that's how me and my oldest are. We grew up together. Like, the bond we have is so awesome too, because it's a little bit different. I was younger, and we truly have grown up together. I don't know. Thanks, T. I'm so sorry, Solo Angel Mom. So sorry for your loss. Let's keep it pushing, because this is just probably not helpful or not fun for you to listen to, Solo Angel Mom. So this is important, though. I want to talk about this. Missing woman, possibly abducted, spoofed phone number contacts her family. So this is really frustrating because Crime Online won't show me the pictures, and we need her pictures. So let me get it. Hold on. Okay. Oh my God. She was found safe, you guys. Look. 7 hours ago, MSN. Found safe after police said she was possibly abducted. Okay. Well, that's awesome. That is awesome news. Let me grab. There's one more. That woman who is missing that I wanted to touch on. Let's go to the... Oh, wow. Okay. Let's go over here back to Crime Online and just let me try to find the one, and we'll see what else is on here just to do it together. Okay. There's a woman who loves to piss on your vegetables at your local grocery store, you sick ass bitch. Sorry, but this video is probably already flagged for language, so I figured might as well get them in while I can. No, I try to not watch what I say. I don't like softening it, softening some of this stuff. Oh, Riley. I know, it made my eyes water too. So anyway, okay. Get a couple more in, Allie. What happened to that missing woman whose father killed himself and she wasn't missing? I don't know. I haven't seen anything for a while, but that's some bullshit too. What? I mean, can you imagine? That's pitiful. There's little Evelyn. Missing child found in motel room in Georgia. Found in motel room in Georgia, man. Arrested. No, a Gordon County hotel room. Charges dropped. Look at this. I saw this when I was looking for stuff for us to talk about. Speaking of Luigi Mangione, charges dropped against Florida woman who told medical insurer delay, deny, depose. Arizona woman found guilty of killing her 2 kids with a meat cleaver. Some Nancy Grace stuff. Hold up. Here it is. I'm wondering, is this the 30-year-old who was killed or the 15-year-old boy? It can't be the 15-year-old boy. So there's a picture of, I don't think so. Not with a full beard like that. I don't think they would share his picture anyways. That they haven't shared his name, right? Ugh, my brain, it just sucks. Here it is. Look at this beautiful girl. Well, let me go back because we can't see her damn picture, and that's pretty important. I mean, come on, Crime Online. Put the pictures on the article. We're talking about a missing woman. Be on the lookout. And matter of fact, update your articles. Let me just make sure. Tempest Kinsey. You guys let me know if she's been found, but let's take a look at it. Again, here's her beautiful face. Not that the looks are what's important, but yeah, that's what I was thinking. B Crumbs 30. So, search enters third week for missing 22-year-old Illinois woman. She was last seen on the city's south side in Chicago. She's a black female, 5'6", brown eyes, black hair. They believe she may be in the 8700 block of South Burley. And if you have any information, call Area 1 SVU detectives. That's concerning, right? Because wouldn't that be like sex? Like if she was, let's say she was taken and forced to work by a pimp or something. Wouldn't that be the police that you contact, the SVU? I just wanted to share her face. Anybody that lives in the Chicago area, if they believe she's in a certain area, let's just look at some of the rest of the top stories before we go. Ex-boyfriend arrested after a woman found shot dead in his motel room. Oh, the July 4th parade trial. Oh, I didn't even notice this earlier. 12-year-old girl missing in Colorado Springs. Police in Colorado Springs are asking for help to find a 12-year-old girl. Makes me think of Gannon. Valentina Locke Exline. Let's do a search for that. Valentina Locke X. Of course, the ones I got to search at don't even know how to say the name. Exline. Oh, she's found safe too. Crime Online, damn you. There are a lot of missing people out there. That pisses me off. I'm sorry. Thank God she was found safe. Thank God. But Crime Online, update your articles and share people who are still missing so that the public could be of help, man. It's bullshit to not update that stuff. How hard is it? It really makes me angry, you guys. I'm sorry. Hey, oh my God, B Crumbs. Hold on. With the little chilies. I just gotta grab something. I want to show you something. Y'all probably heard me running across the house. My shirt says extra spicy. I look like crap, so don't judge. Extra spicy today. It was I didn't even realize it was going to be, this kind of live. I mean, I figured considering it's true crime news, but somebody hold on. SVU could also be crimes against a person, including kidnapping in some areas. I might, Lynn. That's a good idea because, dude, there's a lot of people that are missing out there, and I just wish that they would update so that we could know, and you know what I mean, that kind of thing. Thank God she was found. Totally agree. You're on brand today. Okay, let's see. There was one other thing I wanted to talk about. There was actually a couple of things that I had seen and saved, but I haven't had time to watch it. One would be the Karen Reed stuff, but look at this. North Carolina, 16-year-old breaks down and cries for mama after being charged as an adult for murder under a new state law. And I'm still waiting on this young man in North Carolina to go to trial. I got to figure out for Lyric and Devin. But let's take a look at this. North Carolina 16-year-old Breaks down, cries for mama after being charged as an adult for murder under new law. Let's see what they have here. You know what? No, I don't want to watch the
charges. He is ordered held without.
Hold up. Let's read the story, then we'll watch it. North Carolina teen was brought to tears, screaming in disbelief. Oh, that's kind of sad. And I mean, because let's read this first. Needed to be held up by court officers after he was told by a judge he would be charged as an adult for murder. Sean Simpson, 16, was charged with first-degree murder last month for allegedly shooting Zaquavius Dawkins, also 16, on January 26 in Gastonia, about 20 miles outside of Charlotte. The alleged killer was seen sobbing and unable to stand on his own as a judge appointed him a capital defender, denied him bail, and told him he would be charged as an adult. I love you, Mama. I love you, Mama, he wailed as he was escorted out of the courtroom on January 29th. He allegedly gunned down Dawkins as he was walking with a friend to pick up items for his disabled mother. Oh my gosh, at a Family Dollar when a black Tesla drove past them and a boy identified as Simpson yelled at them from the back passenger seat. The Tesla turned around and headed towards the boys, prompting them to run away. Simpson then allegedly started to shoot at them from the back of the car as they fled, hitting Dawkins in the right shoulder. The teen was found by police covered in blood in a parking lot and died of his injuries. His friend was also injured in the shooting but survived. This is the young man who was killed in the picture with the vest and the dress shirt and the bow tie. That's freaking sad. He was walking to try to help out his disabled mother. Simpson was arrested 2 days later, and he was taken to the Adolescent Center. So it's a facility for children with emotional and behavioral difficulties. He was receiving treatment at the center, and then he was arrested. When he was arrested. What? Oh, okay, I get it. He was receiving treatment at this adolescent center and was arrested there. His aunt, Denise Wilson, who was in court when Simpson was charged, told WCCB that her nephew and Simpson had problems with each other last year, but they believe the two settled the issue. Wilson, who shared that Dawkins was a sweet and kind boy who would do anything for anybody, said the family has been left in shambles over his death. For him to not be here today, we're all heartbroken. We're heartbroken. Dawkins' grandmother said her grandson's death has affected more than just his family. It's affecting everybody, even the neighborhood he lives in, she said while fighting back tears. Now, there's a new state law enacted on December 1st that can charge 16 and 17-year-olds as adults if they are accused of committing Class A through E felonies, including murder. He faces a potential grand jury indictment. Wilson said, "You're out here doing big boy things, and this is what's going to happen. You got to suffer the consequences." And look, as sad as it is that a young man this age will be in jail for life, and the fact that he even had a gun or got to the point where he was doing this, that's sad. It is. My heart goes out to his mother. But where were you, Mom? What the hell? You know, that's what I think about. Like, okay, let's watch the damn video. And then I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to go eat. And tonight, I ain't missing my damn gummies. I'm going to make sure of it. Fell asleep last night before I took them. Okay, here we go.
The charges, he is ordered held without bond, pending indictment and grand jury. All right.
He had been getting treatment at the residential center, but obviously not, not when the crime did.
The charges, he is ordered held without bond, pending indictment and grand jury. All right.
That's actually really sad. It's just all these kids and their lives ruined.
The charges, he is ordered held without bond.
Let's see if I can find anything else on it before I let you guys go. So how do I say his name again? Let me just, Sean Simpson and Zaquavius Dawkins. Here we go. Oh my God. So People has 16-year-old breaks down in court and shouts, "I love you, mama," after being charged. Teen boy cries out and collapses in court after learning he'll be charged as an adult for murder. Do we have any better video, though? Oh, I'm so curious what you guys think about this. It's called the Raise the Age Law. Footage shared by WCCB showed Simpson crying and placing his head in his handcuffed hands. He then shouted, "I love you, mama, I love you."
Embrace the laid-back charm of island.
No. Hold on, I'm going to find the WCCB article. Here it is. Charlotte is, in my state, but it's far from me. It's 4 or 5 hours away, so it's not super close. All right, not close at all. Is that the only video we got from them? Oh, that's still the... Okay, what the hell? I was playing off the other page. Y'all let me know what you think about this as we watch, because I'm just very curious.
Start going green with Virginia Green.
The charges, he is ordered held without bond, pending indictment and grand jury. All right.
Your Honor, his new court date is
Aww.
An emotional day in court for a 16-year-old charged with first-degree murder and the victim's family. Police arrested and charged Sean Simpson on Tuesday in connection to a deadly shooting over the weekend in Gastonia. The victim's family says they're happy their loved one's alleged killer is behind bars, but now 2 families are dealing with the loss of 2 lives.
Yeah, ruined all their lives. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see this. People in the
For the first time, the family of Zaquavius Dawkins came face to face with the teen charged with his murder.
It's affected everybody, even the neighborhood that he lives in.
Oh, remember Grandma was quoted in the article we just read? Well, that's Grandma. Not sure if you saw my comment earlier, but there's a 30-year-old mama of 2 missing from Warren, Michigan. Not getting much attention if you're interested. Thank you, Natasha. No, I didn't see your comment, but you know what? Let's end with that. So I'm going to search that while we're watching. Hold on. Ashley Elkins. Ow. Where is Ashley Elkins? Hairstylist most likely met violence. Ex-boyfriend of hairstylist and mom of 2 charged. Family of Ashley confirmed she is deceased. Okay, we'll take a look at this article. Like, see all what I was reading right here. I hadn't heard of that. Thank you, Natasha.
Police charged Sean Simpson with first-degree murder after they say he shot and killed Dawkins on Sunday. Dawkins was walking to a store on North Chester Street to pick up items for his disabled mother when it happened.
He was sweet. He was kind. He would do anything for anybody. I mean, all you have to do is just say, "Tank, will you go do this?" "Yes, ma'am."
Yes, ma'am. And he was literally going to do for his disabled mom. Thank you, Bushi. I'll never kick y'all to the curb, but oh my gosh.
Yes, sir.
Family members say the 2 got into an altercation last year that they thought had been resolved.
For him to not be here today, we're all heartbroken. We're heartbroken.
During his hearing on Wednesday, Simpson became emotional while the judge read his charges and appointed him a capital defender.
I love you, Baba. I
love you.
Dawkins' family says this is a painful reminder of the lasting.
Oh my God almighty, you guys. My heart.
And appointed him a capital defender.
I love you, Mama. I love you.
Dawkins' family says this is a painful reminder of the lasting impact youth violence has on a community.
You out here doing big boy things, and this is what's going to happen. You got to suffer the consequences.
No, I'm going to give out the membership.
Simpson will be tried as an adult and is being held.
But hold on, I want to see that just one more time. That is so freaking sad.
Wednesday, Simpson
For the
became
family,
emotional
for the
as the
family
judge
of
read his
the-
charges and appointed
the
him a
Quavius.
capital defender.
I love you, Mama. I love you.
Dawkins' family says this is a painful reminder of the lasting impact youth violence has on a community.
You out here doing.
Yeah, it is. That is freaking terrible. All right, so let me do the memberships before we look at Ashley Elkins, and I'm going to let you guys go. I think Melissa will be on. I know she will be on, but I don't know what time. Probably 7:30. Let's see. Okay. Come on now. You know, I don't know. But another young man will never be able to be saved, you know, and I bet you his family will not want him to ever get out. I don't know. Welcome to the new members. And thank you guys for being here and just supporting me and appreciating me. Yeah, good question, Patricia. Why didn't Mom stand up? Why didn't she say I love you too? I don't know. Can't imagine it being her. I don't know. So here is who Natasha's talking about. And maybe I can look into this and we can talk about it more in depth. But this is, wow, she's beautiful. Missing Michigan woman Ashley Elkins' ex-boyfriend has been charged with her murder or with murder. Her abandoned car was found near his apartment. They charge him with first-degree premeditated murder, tampering with evidence, disinterment and mutilation of a dead body, and concealing the death of an individual in connection with the death of 30-year-old Ashley Elkins. He was already in custody on suspicion of lying to police regarding her disappearance. Her family reported her missing. Her phone pinged her location as his home. They took a large dumpster into evidence, which led them to search a nearby landfill for her remains. My God. Yeah, I'll take a look at that, Natasha. Thank you. So I think we're going to wrap it up there. God, man, I enjoy doing the true crime news, but I'll be honest with you guys, it's not only pisses me off and I rage every single time. I can't help it. I'm so sick of seeing these trusted people hurting our children, police, teachers, coaches. Like I said, every fucking time. Not only is it that, but then it's just heartbreaking. I'm sorry, but if that, hearing him scream, I love you, Mom, knowing that this is like gun violence, a young teenager, he could have been steered in such a better direction. Let me tell you what, I was a teenager, and when I was a teenager, I was wild as hell. My child is not like that at all. He's 16, has a license, and he's had it for 2 months, and he's only driven once. We are very protective. We're working our way to that. I mean, he's driven way more times with one of us in the car, but me or my parents, but he's like just 10 times of a better kid than I was, because we're very strict and we have high standards for his behavior and what he's doing and where he goes. And I don't know, we got to do better by our kids, man, because that young man should have never had access to a gun. It should have never been like this. Sorry. Okay. Who do we trust anymore? A whole Alabama police department just got shut down for corruption. Spicy Alley. Little Red, I don't know. The way I read that, I don't think so, but I don't know. It was a heavy one, Riley. I hope you're doing okay. Oh, thank you, Natasha. I appreciate you. Yeah, dismemberment, mutilation. My God. So, hey, conspiracy realist. She is gorgeous. I'm going to let you guys go. I just appreciate you being here and, yeah, listening to me. Hey, Johnny. And thank you, ARC. Just scrolling back a little bit to see if I missed anything. And I just want you guys to know how much I appreciate you. I hope you have a good night. And go watch something for a few minutes to shake off some of the heaviness. I have completely pretty much stopped watching any drama surrounding crimes, any of this stuff surrounding some of these cases. And when I watch drama, I'm watching just like other communities, the locale. They're so silly and stupid, but it's so much easier on my heart and mind than that. And then, yeah, so that's some of the stuff I'll watch when I need like a little something that's not too serious. But anyways. We were supposed to go through Letitia's text messages to Al, and I want to do that. I still do because I've never read through them on the channel. I don't even think I've read through them at all by myself. With Melissa, when she put them out a while ago, I watched. So I want to do that, especially because we are waiting on body cam footage and video visits, and maybe to get us like back, like kind of refresh our memory a little bit. I keep pushing it off. I'm sorry. We will do that, but I also want to do the comparison, like finish the part 2 comparison of the moms. And I have some other things I want to do. But anyway, on my community tab, I shared my new TikTok I made, and I just posted a video. So you guys should check that out. And yeah, thank you for being here. I'll see you later. I will see you later. I hope you guys have a great night. Maybe I'll see you in Melissa's. I think Bendy also might have been going live, but she had mentioned it early this morning, but I'm not sure. But anyways, okay, I better end this shit or I'm going to say goodbye for like 10 more minutes and I'm hungry. All right, bye. Oh, MK. 20 minutes. Thank you for being a member for 2 years and a month. And I appreciate you so much, for real. All right, bye, guys. As soon as I get my outro set, for some reason, StreamYard deleted it. Here we go.